So it is 2 a.m. Christmas night, and I just booked a cabin in a state park like 2 hours from me for tomorrow. Do these look like deer beds? That was either a squirrel or a deer. Welcome to my humble abode. These cabins are so freaking cute. Oh, apparently this state forest is haunted. You guys don't understand how crazy that is to see when you're from Central Maryland. Is this sourdough bread? This shit's good. No hunting. I gotta get out of here. And I don't have time to find another spot. I just gotta get in the woods. So wherever my wind's blowing, it's blowing. To go in public land and not be around other people. That was an owl. Look at this. When I say I'm alone, I am friggin' alone. I just have a gun with me or a fishing rod. I taught myself how to fish, and I do it for the learning aspect of it. That's the thing. I like having knowledge. I like learning stuff. I want to learn deer patterns. I want to know where they're at. I want to outsmart them. I don't care about actually getting one. Does that make sense? That probably doesn't make sense, but I think some people will understand that. But yeah. Hi. I missed you.
I missed you too, Mommy.
I missed you. For tomorrow. So muzzleloader is open until Saturday. It's now Sunday night. It's open for another week, so I'm gonna go stay in a cabin for a couple of days and explore and get lost in the forest. I don't want to talk too much now because I'm tired and I can't believe I just booked this cabin, but I'm gonna try to get up early and head down there early. Check-in is at 3, but I would like to get down there early and just scout the woods, you know? But let's be real, it's so late right now, I'm probably gonna sleep in, so I'll talk to you guys when I get down there. Alright guys, sorry I haven't been on here at all, but I made it to my cabin. I'm trying to figure out where you're allowed to hunt now. So you can't hunt in the actual park, but the actual park is very small. So it looks like you can hunt everything around it. I talked to the guy camping next to me and he doesn't hunt, but he called one of his cousins and told me just to come to this parking lot right across the street. I don't have my gun or nothing. I hope I don't see a deer and regret not bringing my gun, but I only have like a half hour. I'm just gonna walk around until it gets dark and not waste any daylight, you know? So first off, this scenery is so different than the woods around me. Like, the woods are just so different. It's crazy. I'm walking something right now that kind of looks like a trail, maybe. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just walking around, seeing if I see anything. I have the whole day tomorrow, so I'll explore around more tomorrow. I don't know how I'm gonna find any trails and this stuff, but I'm gonna look for some rubs or something. I don't know. I'm looking for anything because I've never been here before. So do these look like deer beds? What else would make these marks like this? But why would they be laying right here? It's so much land and it's all flat. Like, where am I supposed to go? so cool back here though. Like, it's so different than Central Maryland. Like, there's no big hills, there's no ridges, it's just flat. So when you hunt just flat like this, where are you supposed to go? Like, I realize now that where I hunt normally with the ridges might make things easier because of like funnels and stuff, but there ain't no funnels here. There's no ridges here. There's nothing. It's just flat land. I want to go under all this stuff. I'm gonna walk in there. It should take me to the main trail. This place is crazy. I want to get away from the road. I know that because I hate hearing the road. It takes away from the whole experience, you know? So why do the trees look like they open up right there? Let me see if I can show you. Hold on. Do you see how the trees look like they open up right there? I wonder what's over there. It looks like a big clearing, like from up here. I probably can't tell in the video, but I'm gonna run out of daylight if I walk over there. I wanna go over there though. There's a trail. Look at this. I'm running out of daylight way too quickly. I'm gonna walk back to my truck so I don't get lost. Do the safe thing. I will have all day tomorrow, so I need to just not explore so much and just sit my ass in a blind tomorrow. That was either a squirrel or a deer. I am the only one here though. It's weird. Welcome to my humble abode. These cabins are so freaking cute. This is what I want to live in. Like, look at this thing. 4 bunk beds in here. A ductless air conditioner that also has heat. So I brought a space heater in case it was going to be too cold, but this thing's cranked up and it's warm in here. So when you come in here and you got your one main bed, somebody's got a glow stick hanging from the fan. There's my space heater. Then a little table right here. I gotta unpack all this stuff. I don't know why I have all this. I'm only here for 2 days. So I have a lot to do right now. I have to get on my phone, research where I'm gonna go tomorrow. I can't spend all day driving around because I only have 1 full day. So I have to pick somewhere. And I don't know if I wanna go back there because that was so much land. So that's considered Pocomoke State Forest. But then there are Chesapeake, they call them Chesapeake tracks, which are smaller areas like off of the forest that are public, but it's so much land. I don't even know where to go. I really don't. So I'm probably gonna spend 2 hours on my phone right now, figuring out where I wanna go tomorrow and decide where I wanna go and not bullshit tomorrow and go to the spot where I decide. I'm also going to work on some videos, YouTube videos, because I have a couple videos from scouting the public land near me that I want to upload. And I brought an iPad and I downloaded some shows on here. So I'm gonna sit that right here. I'm gonna move this, sit this up right here and play. I started watching a show called Alone last night. Yes, it's 2022 and I'm just watching that show. Apparently it's been out for like 10 years and I don't watch TV, so I'm out of the loop. I'm camping real primitive, ain't I? freaking love this show though. I really do. Like, look at my hair. Like, I'm down to camp more primitive, but I'm happy with this. You know what I mean? Like, why put yourself through the pain and suffering if you don't have to? You know, like, I like having electric, you know? I need to have my phone charged. I want to watch the show. Like, you know. Look, so I just Googled this state park or forest and was trying to find like a forum where people talk about hunting. And you know what I'm talking about? When you Google something, all the guys are like talking back and forth about where they hunt and stuff and just giving tips. Well, apparently this state forest is haunted. Since when? And how am I supposed to know that? I don't live around here. But it's supposed to be like one of the most haunted forests ever. Look how dark it is out here. Haunted park. It's so dark and so quiet. I'm going back inside. So I'm trying to find information about hunting, so I'm not going to waste my time reading all these haunted stories. But yeah, I'm in a haunted forest. So I can't find anybody talking about hunting this park. And I don't know people down here that hunt this public land. So I'm shit out of luck when it comes to just information you can research, because nobody's talking about this park. I guess because it's so big.
He's coming.
Alone. He didn't just shoot that bear. They don't have guns. He's trying to scare him off. This show's crazy.
No. Hey, bear. Hey.
What's up, guys? I slept so good last night. My heater on the wall went off sometime last night. I guess it was set on a timer and it was freezing in here. So I get up and turn that back on, and now it's all toasty back in here again. So I went and walked the public across the street again. Didn't find anything too cool. I didn't take any videos because I was trying to save my phone battery because I planned on not coming back to the cabin. But I can't find my portable charger, like my battery pack. I had it last time I went hunting and now it's gone. So I use that when I'm out all like scouting and stuff all day. So can't find that. So I just came back to charge my phone real quick. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee, and then once I head out of here, I probably won't be back to the cabin until it's dark. I'm going to a totally different spot of the park. I don't know exactly where the parking is. The DNR maps are so confusing because this park is like all separated, and I'm going to the road that says there's parking on it, so I'm not sure, but this park all looks the same. I know I say that about the Central Maryland parks, but this is actually all the same. There are no ridges, there's no hills, there's nothing. It's like swampy around the river that runs through the park. That's going to be all frozen, so I don't know. I didn't get to explore too deep. I only have today, and I go home tomorrow, so I'm going to go to this new part that looks like it has like some more open like fields and stuff. So I'm gonna pop my blind up somewhere right there and sit there till dark. So not no big rush right now because it doesn't get dark till 5 p.m. So if I go now, I'll be sitting for like 6 or 7 hours, which I don't mind. But I'm gonna drink some coffee, charge my phone, maybe watch an episode of Alone, and then head out. So I'll show you guys when I get there. Okay, see ya. I love it here. I'm definitely coming back here. The cabin's really nice. The bathrooms are really nice. It's warm in here. It's like, it's cold out. It's like in the 20s, and it's nice and toasty in here. I didn't talk at all yet about this trip. So I booked this trip 2 o'clock in the morning, Christmas night, because I started watching that show Alone. And I'm like, I want to go somewhere. And I'd already mentioned to my mom, I was like, do you care if I go somewhere for a couple days this week? She's like, no. So I got on Maryland DNR website, typed in cabins with the dates, and 2 places in the whole state popped up. Here and then somewhere out Western Maryland. And I actually did want to go to Western Maryland, but it wasn't, I've been to that park and I didn't really want to go to that park. So I just chose here. And I'm glad I did because it's so freaking cool here. Hunting's right across the street. Public hunting's actually right on the other side of these cabins. I could probably walk out there. Yeah, super nice, super impulsive, but I didn't get anything done yesterday. By the time I checked in and stuff, I only had like an hour and a half to go look at the woods across the street. Right now, I'm going to another part of the park that I found on the maps, and it's like 20-minute drive. It looks like it might have some fields and like a little bit more open areas compared to all the rest of the park. I've looked at every inch of this park on the maps, and this is the only little spot I found in 1,800 acres that potentially has like fields and stuff. So I don't know how old the maps are, but I'm gonna find out. I'm not even scouting this place. I'm getting my blind on my back, taking my gun, taking all my stuff, and finding a spot for this blind and sitting there until dark, because I can't spend the rest of the day just walking around. So I got my gun loaded up, got everything ready. I'm gonna get some coffee, get some food, and go sit in the woods. I should have at least like 4 hours or so to sit by the time I get there. So see you guys there. Tell me why I've been making videos for how long and I still don't have a mount in my phone. So I can't even sit my phone here. There we go. So got my coffee. I am in Pocomoke City right now. For anybody in Maryland that's watching this, I'm in like the main town. Dunkin's right here. There's a Mexican restaurant right there. I don't know where I'm at. But look what I just got. Avocado toast, because it was free with my drink. So I've never had this. I think that's everything but the bagel seasoning on it. Mmm. Is this sourdough bread? This shit's good. I would buy this for real. That was free, but I would buy that. That's good. It's 12:15. I got plenty of time. I think last light is 5:20, 5:30 or something like that. And the hunting place is like 10 minutes from here. So let me tell you what I just seen while I was driving here. I passed, if you're in Maryland, I was taking 113 from the cabin to here. I passed probably 6 or 7 pull-offs of public land, and there was not one car in them. You guys don't understand how crazy that is to see when you're from Central Maryland. When you're in Central Maryland, there are multiple cars at every single opening to get into public land. It was miles and miles and miles of public land. And all the trees were marked off yellow. So I guess yellow means public up here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. But I know that's public because of the maps. And not one car was in miles and miles of woods. I don't know. So I don't know. I have just as much luck going to one of those places as I do here, because either way, I don't know anything about any of these places. So one place isn't any better than the other place. The only reason I'm going to this one is because it looked like it had more clearings, so I can sit my blind up. And let me finish my food, and we'll head on down there. All right, I gotta turn around. It must have had me turn somewhere where I wasn't supposed to turn or something, but I'm like still 6 or 7 minutes away from where I had it marked where I could park. So this is not it. This is all private. Big Pine Gun Club. No trespassing. No hunting. I gotta get out of here. All right, I found one pull off. I didn't even see it going in. Coming back out, and I see more yellow lines. So that must be part of the forest. So I'm gonna go up to where I originally had marked off. If I don't like that spot, I'm gonna come right back here. I'm gonna go right there. Nobody's there. It's surrounded by private land, so I think most people just have private land down here and that's what they hunt. So, all right, we're in business here. There was tons of pull-offs again, just like that main highway. So I'm in one right now and it looks like the trail people take is right in front of me. But it's kind of far from the clearings that are on the map. So I think I'm just gonna go up there and pull off the side of the road. There's no parking signs, so I think I'll be fine rather than walking all this, because by the time I come out, I'm gonna stay till dark. So by the time I come out, it's gonna be dark. I'd rather just walk straight to my truck, you know what I mean? Don't say nothing about not being able to park right here. So this is where we're going. All right, this is a good spot. I'll show you guys on the map where I'm talking about. I don't know what is over there, but it's just some type of clearing on the map. So I'll put a screenshot in there so you guys can see it. Right, so unfortunately my wind is coming straight west and it's going to be pushing straight into the woods. So if there is some type of clearing up here, I'm going to try to just get in the corner of it and depend on deer coming north towards me. But I just don't have time to worry about all that, and I don't have time to find another spot. I just got to get in the woods. So wherever my wind's blowing, it's blowing. I'll just look wherever the wind is not blowing. So I don't even know if there's an opening or not over there anyway, so we're about to find out. It's pretty nice out right now, but when I say nice, I mean like 35, but it's gonna get colder. It's like the warmest part of the day right now, so put these coveralls on. I'm not walking far. Whatever is on the other side of these trees right here is where we're sitting, because I don't know where I'm at. I'm by myself. I'm not going far from my truck. Just not used to having so many options, you know, where to park and nobody being there. Like, it's absolutely crazy. But it is late season muzzleloader. I'm sure it's a different story when it's gun season, but I don't mind. I don't like being around people. If there were any people in these pull-offs, you know, I would have avoided that pull-off, you know. For one, you don't want to hunt where a bunch of people are, but two, just for safety reasons, I avoid people also. So I got all my stuff in my turkey vest chair, so I'm gonna take my blind. So I gotta move all my stuff from my vest to a book bag, and then I gotta carry my book bag, my gun, the blind, and a chair. But I got about 4 hours to sit, so it'll be cool. I'm not going far anyway, so let's go. Alright guys, unfortunately this is not a field. I don't know what that is on the maps that looks like a field. It's not opening up at all. I did scare some deer away. I heard them. They were breaking sticks and everything. So I can't imagine the type of deer living in this stuff. People have no access to them at all. I followed you can see that's a trail. I pretty much walked a deer trail all the way through here. But it's just not opening up. So I gotta hop in my truck, go get on one of the main trails, maybe go back to that first spot that I seen. I just need somewhere open. I can't hunt this, so I gotta hurry up because now I'm only gonna have like 2 hours left. I'm not far from the road, but it's not opening up. I'm right in the middle of what looked like some type of clearing. I see a lot of logs like cut up here, so maybe this was a clearing a long time ago. I don't know, but I can't hunt this, so I gotta hurry up and get back to my truck. I can't find any clearing. That's private. This is public. Nowhere to sit at all. I'm freaking screwed. I'm running out of time. But I quite literally have not found one spot that I can see farther than 5 yards. These woods are not open timber like Central Maryland. I'm looking at this. No, I didn't just find somebody's bathroom. I can't. Alright, so I drove around. I'm now on the other side of where I was. It was between two roads. The woods are a little more open here. I've been driving around and guys, the woods look like this everywhere. Like this. It's impossible to even walk through. So these woods are a little more open right here for whatever reason. So I am going to, I'm not even getting my blind. I'm going to switch. Hold on. I'm not even taking the blind because I only have like 2 hours left now. So I'm going to switch all of my stuff back into my chair and just go and find a tree and sit right here somewhere because I'm running out of time. So this is the only spot I've seen where I can actually see like... Alright, I just picked a spot. My wind should be going towards the road, so I'm going to watch everywhere around me. It's more open over there, but I just kind of got over here next to this thick stuff. It's pretty thick all back there, so I'm just going to sit right here. Alright guys, want to get out of there before it got dark. Man, I freaking love it down here. Like, you guys don't understand how crazy it is to go in public land and not be around other people. That was an owl. Didn't see any deer. I did move once and I actually was confident where I was sitting. I just sat for the last 2 hours. I actually seen deer prints in all these needles and stuff, which feels like finding gold in 18,000 acres. Like, they were very evident deer prints. It's an owl. So I seen about 20 pull-offs today for public land and not one car in any of them. You guys don't understand how crazy that is for me to see. Like, do you know how relaxing it is being back here? Knowing there's nobody else back here? I mean, nobody else could even fit in this spot with my truck here. So I had all that to myself. The last 2 hours I was sitting there. Like, it's just crazy. So this is the only patch of woods I found that I could see far enough from the ground to actually hunt. I didn't realize the woods were so thick down here that I wouldn't be able to sit on the ground. So I can't imagine some of the bucks walking around these woods. I can't. I mean, I've seen pictures of some of them, but I still can't even think. They had, like, the size of some of these bucks back here have to be insane. Yeah, I had fun. I don't know if I'll probably try to go somewhere tomorrow morning for a couple hours, but I don't know what time my mom needs me to get home. So it's like a 2 hour, 20 minutes about. It's freaking amazing down here. If I lived down here, having all this public land with no other people, like, let me show you the road. Hold on. Let me get this gun away and I'll show you the road where I'm at right now. Like, look at this. When I say I'm alone, I am friggin' alone. I sat back there for 2 hours. I heard like 3 cars go by. All right, time to get some dinner. Go home to my cabin, drink some wine, and watch Alone, and decide if I'm going somewhere tomorrow morning. Now let's see if I see deer when I'm leaving here, because this is all the park all the way out. So let's see if we can see some deer driving. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I had fun. So if you're watching this, by the time I upload this, I'll have a couple scouting and hunting videos out already. So I need you guys to know that I don't really care about shooting deer, and I think that's pretty obvious. I know it doesn't make any sense. People are like, why would you put all this time, effort, money into hunting, but you don't actually care about shooting deer? The same thing with fishing for me. I don't ever really care if I catch a fish. I just want to go, you know? Things I've learned about myself this past couple months, and like coming out here by myself, I learned stuff too about myself. I have learned that I have more of like a hiker mentality. Like, people go hiking all the time and people don't question it, you know? And those people aren't doing anything other than walking through the woods. And that's what I like to do, but I just have a gun with me or a fishing rod. I just want to be in the woods. I want to be looking for cool stuff. I just come for the views. I come for seeing new places. But I have a gun in case I see a deer, or I have a fishing rod because summertime, if I'm in the woods, I'm walking towards water and trying to find water. So yeah, I'm just out here to explore. I just wanted to see all this. I freaking love it out here. When I posted where I was, I actually had a couple people message me and was giving me tips about where to go up here because it's so much land. And when I get on Onyx, it's so much blue, it's so overwhelming that I just don't even know where to go. So people were so nice. Some people were sending me like specific pins that they go to, like creek bottoms they found and stuff. Like, forest is so, just everything's the same. These guys were like, you need to find like the creek bottoms because that's the only thing in these forests that are different. So they sent me some pins to some creek bottoms. So I will be back for sure and explore more. I need more than a one full day because it just wasn't enough. Like, I could have got down here earlier Monday. That was kind of my fault, but Tuesday was the only full day that I had, and now it's Wednesday and I'm rolling out. So didn't have much time, but still had a great time. I just need you guys to know that I'm not disappointed at all. Like, I'm not ever disappointed when I don't see deer or don't catch a fish. I come here to be outside and that's it. And this is like a recharge for me. Like, I just feel so much better now. So I can go home. You know, holidays were stressful. I can go home now. I feel better. I'm recharged and I'm going home. I could hang out here for like the morning a little bit, but I miss my little boy, so I'm going home. I got like a 2-hour drive, so I'll be home before noon. And I don't know, muzzleloader ends Saturday, and I'm probably going Friday, I think, with Ron. Go for one last day. Probably won't go Saturday just because that's a crowded day, but I'll probably go Friday. So everything that I've learned this year about myself or about like hunting. So what I've learned is I need to get out before gun season. Gun season in Maryland is only 3 weeks. It is after Thanksgiving, but bow season starts in September. So I'm essentially missing 3 months in the woods that I could be in the woods. It's so much easier to see where deer are summertime. And I know that because of how much I fish. Like, I fish all summer. I see deer trails everywhere, you know? I see deer poop, I see deer trails, I see deer running. But winter, it's so much harder to find trails. It's so much harder to find sign. They see you way before you see them. Summertime, I've snuck up right on deer, you know? So learn that I have to get out for bow season next year. I'll get into why I can't use a compound bow later. So I'll probably get my crossbow restrung and have that ready for next year. Learn that I'm not very good at sitting. I love being mobile and I love being on the ground, but that keeps me walking around. So the chances of me seeing deer when I'm walking around wintertime is very slim. I need to keep my ass put. So that means I may have to put myself up in a tree so that I don't have the option to walk around. Do you know what I mean? Because when I'm sitting, my curiosity runs so high, and if I'm somewhere new that I haven't explored yet, I'm like, I got to go. I need to see what's over there. I need to see what's over there. I need to see what's over there. So then essentially I'm just hiking around the woods with a gun, and the chances of me spooking some deer wintertime is just so slim, you know? So I've learned that I'm not good at sitting. I need to get out earlier in the season. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to be good at hunting, but it's also a lot of work to be good at fishing. And you know, and I taught myself how to fish, and I do it for the learning aspect of it. That's the thing. I like having knowledge. I like learning stuff, And that's the whole point of me wanting to learn how to hunt. It's not to shoot a deer. I want to learn how to be a hunter. I want to learn deer patterns. I want to know where they're at. I want to outsmart them. I don't care about actually getting one. Does that make sense? That probably doesn't make sense, but I think some people will understand that. But yeah, let me get out of here. I gotta finish packing my crap up. I'm starving. I need some coffee, and it's cold. So it's so nice out right now though. So I'll see you guys later. Maybe try to make a video Friday if me and Ron go out for my last muzzleloader day. And if I do go Friday, I'm gonna try really hard to sit for hours and not move. That's definitely not easy for me, is sitting and not moving. Especially if I'm somewhere where I don't know if there's deer trails everywhere around me, if it's somewhere, you know, just new. But I'm gonna try, so. Also, I wanted to say, if you are like an outdoors person or hiker or whatever, and you don't come out wintertime because of the cold, you are missing out. Obviously, I love summertime. I'm out all summer, but there's bugs, it's hot, you're sweating, everything's grown in, it's harder to walk through the woods, you can't see as far, and it's like loud. Summertime woods, it's quiet, but it's loud at the same time. Winter is so quiet. It's so quiet. It's so serene. You can see so far. It's easier to walk through the woods because everything's dead. It's hard to put into words how it makes you feel when you're in the woods in the winter. And is it cold? Yeah, but just put some clothes on. Like, if you're walking, you're not going to be cold. And Maryland doesn't get cold enough to even worry about that ever. Like, it's not cold enough to where you can't be outside. It's hard to beat. Totally so different than summer. I guess it depends where you're at too, but Maryland, it's night and day. Summer, everything is so green. It's just one green blob. Wintertime, it all just opens up and you can see everything, and it's just amazing. So if you sit in the house all winter, you're missing out. And the benefits to being out here, I don't think people understand. Like, all those places, malls, everybody goes to when it's cold, it's so full of germs. It's so sicky. Everybody's sick. Like, why do you want to be in there? Why do you want to spend your time where all these, the flu and RSV and all these crazy illnesses are in those dirty places that people are in the winter, when you could be out here? Like, there's no comparison. I don't understand how, even if you're not an outdoors person, I have a hard time understanding how you wouldn't want to be out here. Like, how could you want to be in a mall or somewhere inside when wintertime is so peaceful? Like, it's incredible out here in wintertime. So that's another reason I jumped into hunting, because fishing is not good here wintertime. So I started freshwater fishing like 5 years ago. So I spent the past 5 winters trying to catch fish, and it's just so slow, and everybody knows that. You know, like, I'm pretty confident in fishing, and it's hard to fish wintertime here. So it doesn't freeze over enough to ice fish. It'll freeze over a little bit. Like, if you watch my videos from last winter, that one pond was frozen over. It looked frozen over enough to actually go out on it, but generally it doesn't freeze over enough here to ice fish. It's just freezing cold. It's as cold as it can get without you being able to ice fish, if that makes sense. So you're just standing on the bank, freezing, trying to cast out to the deeper water, and it's just not a fun time. So I'd rather be out here walking around with a gun, you know? So, all right, let me get out of here. Look what I just bought. It was so good. Hi, buddy. Hi. I missed you.
I get you too, Mommy.
I missed you. I got you something.
Yeah. The K-pop.
How do you know? How'd you know? Huh? Because my coffee?
Yeah.
Look. What is it? You know what kind it is?
Yeah.
What kind?
Reindeer.
Reindeer? I'm home.
Oh, you'll be it.
What?
Oh, you go.
Where'd I go?
Yeah.
Camping.
I'm come.
You want to come?
Yeah.
Next time. Next time, okay?
Mhm.
Next time. You been a good boy?
Mhm.
You have?
Yeah.
You have?
I could get
Huh?
bad guy.
You've been watching Bad Guys.
Uh,
That movie?
have
The movie Bad Guys?
yeah.
Bryson, what are you going to do to the bears when you go camping?
Take apple.
Kick their eyeball.
Yeah.
What else?
You kick but
Kick their butt.
yeah.
What'd you say? You're going to beat them up?
Um,
You want to beat them up?
I come out there.
Huh?
I come out there.
Climb up where?
Get me up on you.
Up on me.
Yeah.
What you going to do to the bears when you go camping? Say it. Say beat them up.
I beat him up.
You gonna beat up the bears. You gonna beat up the bears. I don't gotta worry about no bears when you're there.
Yeah.